Good afternoon and a very warm welcome from the Cherry Red Record Stadium for this second of this double header of Rugby League in the capital, as it's now the turn of the men as the London Broncos take on the Midlands Hurricanes in the BETFRED Championship. The London Broncos women's side played Salford earlier on and beat them by 66 points to nothing. The Broncos looking to make it a record 11 straight wins in the league today. And they face a Midlands side who are very much part of that chasing pack behind the Broncos. And earlier we spoke to coach Jason Demetriou ahead of this game. So Jason, it's obviously been a flawless season so far in the Championship with 10 wins from 10. But this being the last home game here for a couple of months, how important is it to round off with a win?
Yeah, it's important. It's a special day for the club. Obviously the ladies are playing before us. It hasn't happened since I've been here, so it's exciting to get out here. Hopefully a few people in already, hopefully get a big crowd. And the record 11 wins is important to us, and I want to see the boys go after that today as well. And Sadiq Adebayo's 100th game as well, so it's an important day.
Absolutely, yeah. You mentioned obviously the record-breaking occasion it could be, the longest winning run in club history. And I know you and the players will obviously just be treating this like another game. But what can reaching a milestone like this signify for the club and the trajectory it's on?
Yeah, I said it through the week. It signifies the direction that the owners had when they first took over. They want to bring success to the club, and that's what we're chasing. And it shows that we're consistently doing it as well. So that's what's important today.
Absolutely. The Midlands obviously currently sit in a very healthy chasing pack. What sort of challenge do you expect from them today?
Yeah, the same as it's been the last few weeks. We expect them to be physical early, and if we don't respect the opposition and play the tough footy that we know we need to and put some fatigue in the game, then they've got some players that can cause some problems. So we're going to have to be good to start the game and build our game and play off the back of that.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned that the first sort of 15-20 minutes are going to be very tough, they're going to be very physical. Is it just about riding that out and making sure you play your game after that?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's about meeting it as well and bringing our own physicality to the game and then seeing how long they can stay at it with us, And said it a couple of weeks ago when we played Doncaster in the first half, they were all over us and we were struggling to get out of our end, but can they do it for 80 minutes? And that's the challenge, and that's the challenge I put to our players, to be able to stay at that intensity for 80 minutes. That's what we train for, and hopefully we see that again today.
And obviously with today being Ladies' Day, a great opportunity for the fans to get down to support both the men's and women's teams. The women's team obviously 30-0 up at half-time. It's a great occasion, and what's that mean for the rugby league community here in London to come together today?
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to celebrate the women in our lives and celebrate the women in our sport as well. And rugby league for women has taken massive steps forwards over the last few years. I mean, who would have thought 10 years ago that the London Broncos women's team would be playing before the men's? It just wasn't in the forefront of people's minds, and you're seeing what the game's doing in Australia and what the Women's Super League's doing here. So it's great for us to recognise that, but also, important for us Aussie boys as well. It's Mother's Day back in Australia, so I can say happy Mother's Day to my mum and to my wife back at home.
And lastly, obviously, there's a cup quarterfinals to come next weekend as well before a run of games away from the Cherry Red Record Stadium. Is that on your mind, obviously, with the cup quarterfinal to come? Obviously, you've got the record on your mind here as well. It's just about focusing on the next game.
Yeah, I think it's about building towards that as well, and going finishing this game with some confidence about our game and some improvements we wanted to make from a fortnight ago when we played Doncaster. So that's, again, another step forward for that today. But, again, it's about respecting who's in front of us, and we treat them like we're playing Doncaster. And the boys have been pretty good at that. That's why we've won 10 in a row, so we're just going to do that again today.
Perfect, thank you.
Cheers, thanks guys.
So Jason, there's obviously been a flaw. So that was Jason Demetriou's thoughts on today's game. Broncos looking to keep their perfect record in the BETFRED Championship. And here are the team news. So first and foremost, 4 changes for the Broncos. Morea at fullback, and then Liam Tyndall at right wing. A centre pairing of Wallace and Davidson. Neil Chimambe on the left wing, and then Guy Ovaro at standoff and Dean Hawkins at scrum half. Into the forwards, Regan Campbell-Gillard will play at prop, as well as Bobby Hartley, who makes his first start for the Broncos. Sam Davis at hooker, and then Will Lovell with a rare start this season, and Luke Smith as well in the second row. Sadiq Adebayo playing at loose forward. And as for the Midlands Hurricanes, it will be Todd Horner at fullback, Matt Crimes at right wing, a centre pairing of Ryan Johnson and Louise Roberts, with Aidan McGowan on the left wing, Sully Medforth at standoff and Lewis Else at scrum half. And then into the forwards, John Luke Kirby and Tyler Dickinson are the two props, with Brandon Moore at hooker, Toby Warren and Oliver Roberts in the second row, and Zeus Silk as the loose forward. So those are the two teams ahead of today's game. A slight delay with the couple of injuries in the women's game just before this, so a shortened warm-up ahead of this one. The Midlands Hurricanes, off the back of a disappointing defeat against the Swinton Lions last time out, will be looking to bounce back and keep themselves very much in the hunt of the chasing pack. The London Broncos fans still filing in. It's been a brilliant day of Rugby League action already here on this Ladies' Day in southwest London. And of course, this is the final Broncos game here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium until July. The pitch renovations, of course, in the football off-season will take place. So the Broncos will hit the road, play a couple of games down at Ebbsfleet as well. And they'll be hoping to send the home fans here in southwest London off with a brilliant victory to break the record for the longest winning run in London Broncos history. And of course keep that 100% record in the BETFRED Championship as well. Still leading the way. And they are the team to beat, the London Broncos. There's a target on their back every time they play. They beat the Ghoul Vikings by 70 points to 10 last time out, away from home. And this is the first meeting between the Broncos and the Midlands Hurricanes as well. Of course, Midlands Hurricanes, formerly the Coventry Bears, finished 5th in League One last season before the reshuffle and the expansion to the Championship. And the last game here, of course, at the Cherry Red Record Stadium was against the Sheffield Eagles almost exactly a month ago. The Broncos running out 48 points to 4 winners. And it's a breezy spring day. Some of the crowd have had to bring their layers. Not quite the sunny ladies' day perhaps that was hoped for, but still fans making their way in now, ready for this second of two contests at the Cherry Red Record Stadium, as the London Broncos set to play the Midlands Hurricanes. The Broncos' only defeat this season, of course, came in the Challenge Cup against Super League side Bradford Bulls. They have an 1895 Cup quarter-final to look forward to next week against Doncaster, as do Midlands. They're in the quarters as well. So plenty to play for as the mascots get us ready for this 3:30 PM kickoff. And the two teams in the tunnel ready to emerge momentarily. We saw 66 points in the first game of this doubleheader. Interesting to see how many we'll see in this one. Of course, all 66 of those points went to the London Broncos in that game. This is certainly going to be a tough task for the London Broncos, though. Midlands Hurricanes on a good run prior to that defeat to Swinton. They were unbeaten in 5. And it's a big day for Rugby League in London, this double-header. And the Rugby League community has come out and ready to send the Broncos off on their 2-week hiatus from this stadium. fans still making their way in, enjoying their refreshments, and maybe not quite Pim's weather, but still indulging nevertheless. So we are just awaiting the arrival of the two teams. Coaches starting to make their way out, and here come the players. The Midlands Hurricanes out first, receiving a ovation from the mascots. And now here come the Broncos, led out by Regan Campbell-Gillard. And we are almost ready to get underway here. Broncos take on the Midlands Hurricanes in the BETFRED Championship, with the Broncos looking to break the record for their longest ever winning run and extend it to 11. Keep their 100% record, of course, this season in the Championship. And Morea out towards that right hand side now, up towards the 20, wrapped up by 3. Forcing their way forward here. So big afternoon for players like Teddy Davidson and also Bobby Hartley. Young players on the start here. Regan Campbell-Gillard up towards halfway. He's a powerful figure, makes his way into the Midlands half and is eventually going to be brought down. Now it's with Sadiq Adebay. Gets to the 40. Now Will Lovell trying to punch his way through. Gets towards the 20 and is held. And Davis into Adebay. Wrapped up by 3. And they ought to go right here, London. And it is Bobby Hartley. He's a few metres out from the try line. Still going here, London. And opportunities here, and they're going to break through. And it's an early score. It's Gairo Voro who touches down. And 90 seconds in, and the London Broncos have the advantage already. It was patient build-up play. They got a few metres short, and Gairo Voro picks up the ball. And he finds the gap, he arrows through it. London Broncos lead by 4. Breaks between 2 Midlands players. He touches down behind the sticks. And the former P&G Hunter with his 6th try of the season. What a fantastic start that is for the Broncos. It's always ominous for any team playing the Broncos this season to concede so early. They've scored up to this point 555 points. They've extended that to 559, and they'll look to make it 5-6-1 now with this conversion, which Dean Hawkins will step up to take. Should be reasonably routine. Straight through the sticks. London Broncos extend their lead to 6. And the Midlands Hurricanes, who would have been hoping to have kept it tight as long as possible here, find themselves 6 points to nothing down 3 minutes in. And Gairo Voro the young PNG international, with the score. And the kick from the Midlands is picked up by the try scorer, Guy O'Voro. Infield to Teddy Davidson. Sorry, Bobby Hartley, I should say, as it's back now. And London Broncos trying to escape from their own 10. Campbell Gillard out towards the 20. It's always a very difficult man to stop. It's Campbell Gillard when he reaches full speed, as is Adebay. The Broncos try and get up towards halfway with Sam Davis. Voro out to Morea. There's a long ball out towards Liam Tyndall. Liam Tyndall down that left-hand side. And is brought down. 15 out. Guy O'Voro looked for the handoff. Said he's going to go along. He's still going here, Guy O'Voro. He's still going. He's been pulled back. And he's almost towards the try line. He has been brought down. And it is Midlands' possession, as they will have to try and escape from virtually on their own try line. Up towards their own 10 now, breaking forward again. And now up towards the 20 of Midlands. They hit in the field, and it's a fumble there. It came from Tyler Dickinson. Wasn't done any favours by the pass. It will be Broncos possession. So the Broncos already in the ascendancy, just 5 minutes in. And they all have a scrum down now. Almost at the 20. And to Hawkins. And then to Wallace. Wallace is held. Davis into Hartley. Hartley powers through, but it's a turnover ball. The Midlands Hurricanes recover from that early concession of a try, with a couple of good defensive sets, and they still have really yet to escape from their own 20. So it will be another scrum down, this time for the Midlands. And Sully Medforth with the put in. Midlands trying to escape now on that left-hand side. Held by 3. And held for too long, says the referee. So opportunity for the Midlands to get out here. They will kick to touch. It's just onto the top of the stand there. And a tap and go. And Ryan Johnson will get us back underway. Midlands held on the 40 inside their own half. Getting up towards halfway now. Good inside ball towards Oliver Roberts. And a break free here by John Luke Kirby, who's hauled to the ground. Still no tackle, and eventually this will be called a tackle. In fact, Broncos have won it back, and they're still wrestling here. It's good play from young Ted Davidson. The Broncos have the ball back. It was a good break though initially. It was initiated by the likes of Oliver Roberts and then John Luke Kirby. Broncos with possession on halfway. Davidson. Back now to Campbell Gillard. Held just inside the Midlands half. Adebay into Hartley. Held at the 40. Hawkins. Back to Morea. Davidson couldn't quite hang on to it. So Midlands will have it back. And after the early score, just a couple of handling errors. And the London fans getting behind their side, looking to support them to an 11th straight championship victory. And they have a 6-point advantage here early on. It will be Midlands with the scrum. Out now towards the left-hand side, up towards the 40. Now try and break towards halfway now. Will Midlands. And it's Toby Warren brought down. And now quick hands, opportunity to get up towards the 40 inside the Broncos half. McGowan sets that back, and Oliver Roberts is going to be held by 2. Still going here actually. As Oliver Roberts is going to wriggle 3. Now space out on the left-hand side, perhaps for the Midlands. Aidan McGowan brought down. Still going here though. Little kick through, and it's going to trickle out of play before the on-rushing Midlands players could latch onto it. So the Broncos with a defensive stop, but Midlands looking threatening. And held at the 40 by 2. Into Morea. He's got a staggering 16 tries this season. Now Campbell Gillard to lead by example. There's a big hit there on the 40, and then maybe some afters as well. The referee's going to penalise Midlands. And it was on Sam Davis. So a penalty to the Broncos. And they'll kick for touch. Garavara into Hartley. Hartley's going to power his way towards the 10. Wriggles free. Davis into Adebay. Adebay. He's going to be held a few metres short. Back towards Campbell Gillard. And Garavara stretches for it. There was a Midlands player down there. Morea has it. Instead it's going to be out to Liam Tyndall. And the Broncos have gone over again. And it was a slip from a Midlands player that opened it up for Garavara as he was stretching for it. Plays it out to Morea, who's unselfish. And rather than looking to make it 17 tries for the season, he plays it to Liam Tyndall, who now levels with Morea on 16. And it's a good finish in the corner from the former Leeds Rhino. Hull FC man. And 12 minutes in here, the London Broncos have a 10-point advantage with a kick to come. And after a couple of handling errors from London and a dangerous attack from Midlands at the other end with the kick in behind, as the Broncos have got the other end and score once more, and they can double their initial advantage with this kick. So it's Dean Hawkins to step up. And the Aussie, formerly of South Sydney and Parramatta. Steps up. It's a tough kick. And it's just wide. It was swirling inwards, but not quite inwards enough. And there's the unselfishness from Maria, finding Liam Tyndall, just committing the defenders. So the Midlands 10 points down. And we kick off and Guy Rivaro picks it up, hands it off to Bobby Hartley, who's wrapped up by 3. Just trying to wriggle free. Now Will Lovell, long-time London Bronco. He's been instrumental in the London Broncos journey, as Will Lovell. Now Campbell Gillard. Up towards halfway. Sadiq Adebay. Guy Rivaro breaks through. Guy Rivaro, he's got a ball on the inside, tries to go alone. He almost getting each other's way here, but Guy Rivaro's going to make it all the way to the try line, is he? And he gets his second of the game. And it's Guy Rivaro who breaks the lines once more. The Midlands cannot deal with him. He had options, he opted to go alone. There was 3 Broncos players who almost got in each other's way there. Maria was involved, but Guy Rivaro with the line break. He's got Hartley there as well, just evades him. And then a last-ditch tackle that came was ineffective. Guy Rivaro able to get over the line. And now a kick to come from Dean Hawkins to extend the advantage to 16 points. And it sails through, and the London Broncos with 3 scores already, 15 minutes in, and they lead the Midlands Hurricanes by 16 points to 0. So London try and escape to their own 20. Maria out towards Hawkins. They're going to break through here once more, London. There's a hint of forward about that pass, but they're still breaking. It was Luke Smith who was brought down. Now Adebay into Hartley, held at the 20 by 3. Back to Davis. Now Hawkins. Lovell is brought down. Campbell Gillard. Hawkins back to Maria. Maria could squeeze through here, and he's going to do just that. And just as the London Broncos women did in the first game in this doubleheader, the London Broncos emphatic in the opening 20 minutes. At 20 points to nothing up. And it's Maria who does indeed add his 17th try of the season in the corner. And the Midlands are very much on the ropes here. As Hawkins out to Maria. He skipped past 2 Midlands players, Todd Horner being one of them, as well as Ryan Johnson. And nothing they could do to stop him there. Touches down in the corner. And now The kick to come from Dean Hawkins. So this one will be from tight to that right-hand touchline. Another tough kick, but the Broncos have raced into a 20-point advantage already. Can they extend it here with a kick? The kick is no good, so it remains just 20 points. Midlands are reeling, and the men's game here is very much echoing the first 20 minutes of the women's game. The Broncos racing into a 20-point lead. Now Midlands have got to get a grip on this one, because otherwise the Broncos will run away with it very quickly, as they've done to so many teams this season. Spoke to Jason Dimitri before the game about opponents coming out in the first 15-20 minutes. Fast out of blocks, trying to put the pressure on the Broncos, and spoke about wanting his team to meet that. Well, they've done just that here, because they're 20 points to the good, and that could be extended with Maria. Plays it out onto the left to Chimambe. Breaks forward. Has a big hit there, just inside the 10. London still make their way forward. It's Davis. Just a couple of metres short. Maria back to Hawkins with the kick in behind. And it's going to be in the in-goal area. It was Tyndall who challenged for it, and he ended up making contact on it in a forward motion. Midlands, the drop out from their own goal line. And Campbell Gillard picks it up and runs at speed. I can tell you, you do not want to be on the wrong end of that. Hartley just loses the ball backwards. Davis picks it up. In fact, the referee has penalised the Broncos here. It was just young Bobby Hartley there. Couldn't keep hold of the ball. It trickles out to the ground, and Midlands have a little bit of reprieve, but they still have rarely ventured into the Broncos' half in this game. Just over a quarter of the way in. Up towards their own 20 now, and held by 2. There's a slip there by Ted Davison as he tries to retreat, and another big hit up towards the 30. And breaking free there was John Luke Kirby. So the Hurricanes up towards halfway now. Just inside the Broncos half, and the kick comes. Murray's right underneath it, and he will claim that rather comfortably and find Neil Chimambe. And Chimambe, who's hauled up off the ground and planted down on his own 20. Referee allows play to go on. There's quick hands here now. Will Lovell trying to break forward. Maybe not the paciest player to have on a break on the wing. So comes back infield. Liam Tyndall, who does have pace to burn, but he's instead powering through. He has lost the ball here, but it is going to be Broncos possession. kick to touch. Makes its way midway through the Midlands half. Tyndall takes it quickly, and Wallace with the tap and go. Ben Hersey-Horde is on as the interchange is brought down. Campbell-Gillard drives towards the 20 and is held there. Back to Davis. Now Hawkins. Quick hands, Garo Voro. Back to Lovell, and Liam Tyndall's got space in the corner and he will go over. And it's another try for the London Broncos. Liam Tyndall with his second of the game. And he's up to 17. He joins Morea on 17 now. The London Broncos extend their lead to 24 points to nothing. It was Davis across to Hawkins, and then quick hands from Garo Voro and Lovell out to Liam Tyndall. They created the overload. And Midlands just simply did not have the numbers. And it's the pace of Tyndall that can carry him over in the corner. He slips as he goes over. But it doesn't matter because he touches the ball down. And the Broncos are 24 points to the good. A very difficult kick to come from Dean Hawkins. Midlands Hurricanes somewhat shell-shocked after this opening 25 minutes. Hawkins with the kick, and it creeps its way inside the near post. The kick is good, and the lead is extended to 26. Midlands Hurricanes have still really not ventured into the London Broncos half in this game. It's been all the home side so far, which has been a familiar theme this season for the Broncos here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium. They will, of course, be away from this ground for the next 2 months after today. An 1895 Cup game at Richmond next week against Doncaster, who, it's fair to say, probably gave them their toughest game of the season, perhaps along with Oldham. Now Voro mishandled by Morea, but it finds Tyndall. Tyndall infield, up towards halfway, tries to offload it. Instead he presents it straight to a Midlands player, and they're just inside the 40 now, Midlands. So they're inside the 20. Can they get a score back here, the Hurricanes? And driving forward there was Tyler Dickinson, held by 2. They come back out now to this right hand side. They almost break through. It was Sully Medforth. And they're up towards the trial, and they're going to be held. It's a good defensive set from the Broncos, but the Midlands will be hoping to pin London back here. And there's a big hit, almost right on the try line. And there's a slight reaction from Elliot Wallace as he gets back to his feet. And a penalty will give the Broncos a chance to escape with a little bit more freedom. Once again, Midlands with a brief period inside the London Broncos half, but they couldn't make it last, and London have it back. Wallace up towards halfway, wrestled to the ground. Davis into Hartley. Hartley, powerful as he runs through. In fact, it was I should say it was Bienek there as the ball trickles out. So it's Broncos possession. Bienek with the ball in his hands. He's going to give it back. And we're back underway. Here is Lewis Bienek. Gets right back to it, up towards the 20. Breaking into the Midlands 10 here. And again, just a few metres short. Back towards Gyro Vara. Morea. Wallace tried to offload it. But Midlands have it back. They've got a defensive shutout now. They've got to try and get back up the pitch. And they will have an opportunity to. Lose Roberts. Brought the ball forward. He's just going to perhaps receive a little bit of treatment here. In fact, no, the kick is shanked slightly. It will be Roberts to get us back underway. So Midlands with a fresh set of tackles. Try and gain some ground here on the Broncos. Up towards halfway on the left-hand side, held by 3. And once again, held as they edge their way towards halfway. And there's a kick in behind here that Morea will be favourite to claim. Judges the bounce of the ball and picks it up. And tries to escape here, but is brought down inside his own 10. Davis to Shamambe. Now trying to get up towards their own 40 here, London. Breaking through. It's Morea brought down just inside the Midlands half. Hawkins with the kick. It's a little bit of late contact after the kick, and it's going to land on the Midlands 10 as they bring the ball forward up towards the 20 now, held. Dickinson brought down and now up towards their own 40. Held by 3. As a London Broncos player in some discomfort. Make that 2 as Gyro Voro. There's a reaction there from one of the Midlands players. The ball out on the left hand side. The referee's just going to pull back over. I think it was Aidan Roden, who just wasn't best pleased with the attentions of Gyro Voro. Just going to have a brief word here, the referee. So we will be ready to get back underway now with Midlands kick to touch from halfway. I'll take it in quickly. Louise Roberts wants to get us back underway, but it's held up by the referee. We can get play back going now as they approach the 20. zone here, the Midlands, towards the 20 as there's Brandon Moore who's held. And options out on the right. Trying to make their way forward. Hauled to the ground there was Mikey Wood. That's a big hit. Just 10 metres out. Broncos proving a tough nut to crack for Midlands. And a little kick in behind is once again going to come up dry for Midlands. It's well marshalled by Neil Chimambe and Morea over there. So after the emphatic opening 20 minutes, much as it did in the women's game, it's slowed down ever so slightly. Broncos still 26 points to the good, unanswered. We've played 110 minutes of rugby, 113 minutes of rugby, I should say, here, and we've still yet to see an away team score any points. Opportunity now on the left-hand side as they break towards the 10. And again, a little dink through. It's going to be picked up right on the Broncos try line by Dean Hawkins, and they'll try and escape now with Chimambe. Morea out towards Davidson, who barges through the Midlands tackle, but illegally so, says the referee. He's been penalised there, so this is good Hurricanes territory, I should say. He'll be spun down on the Broncos 10. And with Midlands possession as well, can they pull a score back here as they try and break through with Louise Roberts? And he's just in some discomfort here. He's the Midlands Hurricanes centre. And of course their player safety is paramount, but it will be slightly disappointing for the Hurricanes because they were making some headway towards the Broncos try line there and pinned them back. But just a little bit of concern for Louise Roberts. He's sat up now, just stretching out that neck. We've already seen one player sadly stretchered off in the game earlier today. Louise Roberts is back to his feet and it looks as though he's going to be okay to continue. So with a little over 5 minutes to go before the break, London Broncos 26 points to the good. Midlands looking to get one back here. If they can grab a score before the half, particularly if they can grab a couple, I feel as though they're very much in this game still. Now powering through is Toby Warren. Options on the right, and it's too much on the ball out to Todd Horner. There was an opportunity there for the Hurricanes. The execution wasn't quite there. And the Broncos survive. Not entirely through their own doing. Aidan McGowan Just overcooking the pass. On to the right. Now the Broncos towards their own 20. Connor O'Byrne making some good progress. As did Bianek. Now Davis. O'Byrne wrapped up by 2, and then the kick from Hawkins hangs up in the sky. Trying to get something on it, and an opportunity now for the Broncos up towards the 10. They're still breaking through here, backtracking over in that corner. He is held up, and it was Luke Smith who picked up the ball after Shamambe managed to knock the kick back. So 3 minutes to go before the break. It's Midlands possession again, up towards their own 20, held by 3. Once again held, making incremental progress. Oliver Roberts, and the kick will come, and it's taken on the fly first time by Morea. The Broncos up towards the 40 now. Driving forward into the Midlands half there was Liam Tyndall. Davis and then O'Byrne. Hawkins, quick hands out to Morea is trying to shake, rattle and roll his way through. Doing everything he can to find the space. It is Midlands possession. We're approaching half-time here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium. So it will be scrum down. Midlands ball. Towards Tyler Dickinson. And Matt Crimes, I should say. Mikey Wood is held, and Midlands make their way towards 40. Medforth. Options out on the right for Midlands. Calls for a high tackle. And the referee adheres. It's Gyro Voru who's down for London, just receiving some treatment. He's been instrumental in this game so far. Already got a couple of tries.
We're in the last minute. What are you going to do? What are we doing? Tapping. On you, Lewis. Lewis, there.
So we will get back underway now. With the Midlands at the 20. Ball infield, a little dink over the top. And it was chased down by Oliver Roberts, but it's brilliant recovery play from Morea. And Tyndall evades 1, 2, 3 tackles before eventually being hauled down on his own 10. And there goes the hooter, the kick cross field. out to that right hand side. And a chest pass backwards to Davidson. Still going here. The Broncos looking to squeeze in one more score before the break. Some quick hands. O'Byrne out to Guy Rovara, and then Morea options on the left. He comes back in field as Midlands were shifting over. And Hawkins is going to be forced backwards here. Now O'Byrne. Up towards the 40. Wrapped up by 2, 3, 4. And that will be that for the first half. The London Broncos raced into a early lead in the opening 20 minutes. And although Midlands grew into the first half, the Broncos very much in control of this one. A couple of tries from Guy Rovara. Morea goes over Liam Tyndall as well. Emphatic first 20 minutes. Half time here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium. London Broncos 26, the Midlands Hurricanes 0. Championship. The Broncos halfway to breaking the record for their longest ever winning run in the league, making it 11 wins from 11 in the Championship. And they raced into a 20-point lead in the opening quarter of this one. Midlands grew into the first half. They're still yet to get on the score sheet. And in this Ladies' Day doubleheader, we're still yet to see an away team score a single point. Broncos have been dominant in both the women's and the men's games so far. There's still half the work to do for the men here, as the Midlands get up towards 40. And brought down there was Toby Warren. Held again, almost at the 20. Slightly loose backwards from Else. Held again. Roden shaped to go one way, went the other. And the Broncos win it back. Matt Crimes presenting it. Now Chimambe powers through the middle. Up towards their own 20. London. Tyndall brought down. And Lovell gains a few yards. And they've broken through the middle here of the London Broncos. There's an option in the middle of Morea, and he will go under the sticks. The Broncos extend their lead, and just 2 minutes into the second half, and they revert to exactly how they started the first half. And it was Jimmy Meadows who broke through and unselfishly handed off to Morea. It was a 2-on-1 situation. Morea offering the option on the inside, and there was no catching him from there. Morea with his second try of the game, up to 18 for the season now. There's so much quality in this Broncos side, and Morea epitomises that. After the Midlands have managed to get somewhat of a foothold in the game, at least stem the flow of London in the second quarter of the game. To start the second half, they've now conceded another try, and it will be Hawkins to add the extras. And he does just that. And the Broncos' lead is now 32 points to nothing. Much like the women's game, this is turning into something of a rout for the Broncos. Midlands get us back underway again. Morea is underneath it. Takes it first time. It's into Meadows. That was an instrumental partnership in that try moments ago. Davis. Backwards to Bianek. And up towards halfway now, London. Hawkins fired it into Luke Smith there. I think the intended target was Ted Davidson. And it's a knock on. And Midlands ball. So can Midlands muster an attack in this possession just inside the London half? Else is brought down at the 40. Midlands back to Else. Handed off. Held 30 out. There's a wild attempt at a tackle. Instead they're going to clip it through. Morea chasing it back, and his handling is second to none. Morea. So composed as you have to be a fullback. Broncos escape to their own 20. Brought down is Davidson. Now Bianek. Davis. Gyro Voro. Got 2 tries in that first half. In fact, there's a hat-trick of braces in that Broncos side so far. Gyro Voro, Liam Tyndall and Morea. Both at the double so far. With that high kick, it's going to be brought down by Matt Crimes. Midlands up towards their own 20 now, held by 2. Power his way through there was Isaac Shaw. Brought down. Now Else breaks through 2 Broncos players. Kicks it forward. Chamambe has plenty of time to gather it. Does just that. Runs almost the full width of the pitch before being brought down at the 20. Voro. Morea now. Meadows. Davis brought down. Gyro Voro out towards that left flank with Liam Tyndall. Liam Tyndall forced back inside though. Meadows now. Options out on the right. Quick hands from Morea. Now here comes Davidson. Hands off Lewis Elson. Tries to find Chamambe. Ricochets out. Enterprising play again though from the Broncos. So it will be Broncos possession at the 20. Midlands player just receiving some treatment there. And looks as though he's going to be okay. Toby Warren. So Ben Hersey Horde. That's at Meadows. Now Bianek. Trying to force their way to the try line once more, the Broncos. Hersey Horde held down. Meadows. Back to O'Byrne. Bianek tries to break through the middle. He's held. A couple of metres short. Out towards Gyro Varo. There's a gap. The inside ball to Morea, who's on a hat-trick. Still going here, Morea. Will try and force his way over himself. He's going to be held up. In fact, no, the referee has awarded a try. Looked as though initially he might have been held up, but Morea will get his hat-trick. 19 tries now for the season. The Broncos extend their lead to 36 points, 50 minutes in. He's just looking for the gap, Morea, and he breaks through. Can't quite see the grounding on the replay, but the referee has awarded it. So the Midlands may feel slightly aggrieved at that one, but nevertheless, the Broncos way out in front now, 36 points, the advantage. About to be made 38 by Dean Hawkins, unless there's any error here from the kick. Certainly wouldn't expect one. And Hawkins through the middle. So the London Broncos lead by 38 points to nothing against the Midlands Hurricanes, and this might be a better angle now. Morea as it's over the line, just about gets the ground in. So a good spot from the referee. And Morea has his hat-trick. And here he is now in possession. Held up on their own 10 here, Broncos. Hersey Horde brought down. Meadows. There's another powerful carry from Lewis Bianek. Oh, such a difficult player to stop. Meadows. And then the kick through from Hawkins. Oh, he picked up just before the try line. Up towards the 20 now with Matt Grimes. Making progress further up. Now towards the 40 here, the Hurricanes. Held by 3. Just held too long there. In fact, no, the referee has penalised the Midlands. It was Sully Medforth who was appealing to the ref. It's going to be Broncos ball. Now Meadows. Back to O'Byrne. Hersey Horde. Meadows has it again. Now Bianek. How many times has he done that since he's been on the pitch? Just ploughing his way for a Midlands defender there. The ball ricochets backwards. I think they tried to kick it forward there, did the Hurricanes. A slight miscue, and I think that's ended up in a slight injury for Hurricanes player back on his feet now.
10 seconds. 10 seconds, lads.
So will we scrum down? Midlands possession. And now trying to escape their own 20 now. Wrapped up by 2. Further up towards the 40 now with Crimes. Back to Warren. He's brought down on halfway. Still going here, the Hurricanes, and just trying to break free with Sully Medforth. Now Toby Warren. He's slung to the ground. Opportunity out on the left-hand side. McGowan's brought down. Now back at the 20. Break through the middle. That was Mikey Wood. Else. There's a ball out towards the outside, and it was Ryan Johnson. Just the sneaky offload to Matt Crimes as he was being brought down. It bobbled along the ground, and Crimes picked it up. And as he was brought down, he spilt the ball forward. So it's Broncos possession once more. Meadows now out towards Tyndall. Held by 3. Meadows across to Lovell. On halfway. Broncos firmly in control of this one. Now reach the 40. With Luke Smith. O'Bairn back to Gyro Voro. Thought about the handoff, but instead finds Tyndall. Tyndall has his ankles tapped there. He is eventually brought down. Meadows into O'Bairn. Now Hawkins. Quick hands again. This time it's Luke Smith held up. Meadows out to Hawkins. Now, Morea just about manages to keep hold of the ball, but the referee has pulled play up here. It is Midlands possession on their own 10. Crimes tries to break forward. Horner held by 2. Else held up. It's O'Bairn with that big tackle there to halt the Hurricanes' progress. The kick goes forward. Morea once again has all the time in the world to watch that into his arms and hand it off to Tremambe. Now Tyndall forces his way infield. Towards that right hand side, Morea. There's space out here. Morea is going to go over in the corner himself. And that's a 4th for him. He had 2 players out to his right hand side. But he said, no thank you, I'll take this one alone. And his try count goes up to 20 for the season. Morea is proving too hot to handle for the Hurricanes. And it's Hawkins that finds Morea, and he just feinted that pass out to Davidson that sold Matt Crimes. And he's got the pace to go in and over the corner. And a combination of Crimes and Johnson there can grab hold of him, and Maria extends the lead to 42 points to nothing with a kick to come. Sadiq Adebay is back on for the Broncos as well. Nice kick from tight towards that right-hand touchline to extend it to a 44-point advantage. Completely unanswered by the Midlands Hurricanes so far. As we tick over onto the hour mark. Hawkins with the kick, and it comes off the post. It's no good. It was very close to bouncing in off the post. Just dropped the wrong side. So the Broncos have it up towards the 20. So London up towards the 40. And now breaking down that left-hand side. It's, you guessed it, Maria into Guy Rovaro. Guy Rovaro still going here, and he'll go over in the corner. And it's that PNG link up once more. Guy Rovaro has his hat-trick. And the London Broncos are running riot in southwest London once more. It was quick hands again from Maria. He finds Guy Rovaro, just had to reach behind him to grab it, evades the tackle. Dives over in the corner. Just about managed to keep himself in play there. And the 22-year-old with a hat-trick. Only scored 5 tries before today this season. Now has 8. So Dean Hawkins with another tough kick on the opposite side this time, on the left-hand side in front of the Broncos fans. And much like in the women's game, the Broncos are running riot, and still we've yet to see an away team score a single point here today. Hawkins looking to add 2 more here for London. Kick is no good. So it remains 48 points to 0. Broncos have to wait for their half century. And the restart from the Hurricanes. Deep in towards the in-goal area, picked up again by Maria, who's here, there and everywhere. And Hersey Horde, now Meadows, into Adebay. Guy Rovaro again, tries to play it out onto the left. Some good footwork initially there, but the referee has pulled it up. So it will be Midlands ball. despite good form prior to that Swinton defeat, and they are very much involved in that chasing pack behind the London Broncos. They've been the second best in every department today. They found it very difficult against the league leaders, who are well on their way to maintaining their 100% record in the championship this season. 11 games, 11 wins, the longest winning run in club history for the London Broncos. Unless there is an almighty collapse in the last 15 minutes. The Hurricanes at least look to get on the score sheet here. Out towards the left-hand side to Warren. Toby Warren held up by 3. Now Crimes, infield to Else. Looking to break through the middle again. Now Else. McGowan, Crimes is going to run out of room. And it's good defending again from the Broncos. And we're about to see the reintroduction of Bobby Hartley. So with 15 minutes remaining here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium, London Broncos lead by 48 points to 0. Chirambe brought down there up towards the 20 with Davidson. And it is Hersey Horde who's brought off. In place of Bobby Hartley. And the Broncos up towards halfway now, and it's good hands again. Guy Rovaro looking to break. He's got Meadows to his outside. He just hesitated and stepped back there. That allowed the Hurricanes to get behind the ball. And Bobby Hartley with his first action since coming back on. He's to gain a couple more yards towards the 10. However, he did fumble the ball forward, so it is going to be Midlands possession from the scrum down 10 yards from their own try line. 10 metres, I should say.
Keep working with the boys up on score, 15. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Ball in. Out.
And Lewis Roberts brought down. Held by 2. And back on the field for the Hurricanes is Tyler Dickinson. Just as the women did in the first game in this doubleheader, the Broncos will be hoping to keep this a shutout victory. Hurricanes up towards halfway, held by 3. Back into Dickinson, and then here's Else. Dickinson gets it back, tries a little kick forward, tries to chase his own kick. It's not initially claimed by Adibay, but it will be Broncos possession.
I've not given offside. Off the ball. He's got in possession though.
It's been another fabulous performance from the London Broncos. Heading into their 2-month hiatus from the Cherry Red Record Stadium. As I mentioned before, they've got the 1895 Cup quarter-final next week at Richmond. Now, Campbell Gillard back to Meadows. Guy Rovaro now. He'll force his way through again, a few metres short. Meadows picks it back up. Now Hawkins looks to find Adebayo. Adebayo's going to go over. It's another try for the Broncos. There's a Midlands player in distress. The Broncos ploughed their way through once more. It's Sadiq Adebayo. That's his second try of the season. The Nigerian who came through the Broncos system. And it's Hawkins. Just evades that tackle, finds Adebayo, and then it might be two Midlands players getting each other's way there actually. And then to Hawkins. Hawkins finds Adebayo and they collide with each other there. It was Mikey Wood and Lewis Else with the collision. And as we enter the final 10 minutes of this one, the Broncos lead by 52 points to nothing. Of course, today, ladies, keep referring to the women's game earlier, and if you're keeping score, well, that one finished 66 points to nothing. The Broncos are certainly on their way to challenging that scoreline. Kick to come from Hawkins. So it looks as though the Hurricanes players are okay to continue. It was Lewis Else who caught the worst of it. And his opposite number, Dean Hawkins, set to take this kick. And he makes no mistake. The Broncos lead by 54. And with a little under 10 minutes remaining, they've got 12 points, or that's 2 converted scores to go to equal the scoreline in the women's game. But the one thing that matters for the Broncos is that they've got the win, and they've done it in emphatic fashion against a good Hurricane side. They've been challenging in and around that top 6 so far this season. Adebayo breaks through 2 or 3 tackles there and is eventually going to be brought down. A slightly awkward landing, but he's back on his feet immediately. Meadows back to O'Byrne, Guy Rovaro. Now Lovell. And his birthday here today, actually, Lovell. Adebayo's going to break through again. He's got options to his right, but he goes infield to Hawkins. Hawkins goes over. And the Broncos have scored once more. And we saw some heavyweight slugfest action in the boxing yesterday, and I think if you were a boxing referee, you'd have stopped this a long time ago, because the Broncos are well on top and the Hurricanes have absolutely no answer. It's Hawkins who goes over there. Adebayo making the line break. He did have Tramambe to his right. He opted for Hawkins on the inside. So the kick to come from Jimmy Meadows this time. And should this be converted, it will be just 6 points away from matching the women's victory over Salford earlier on. Meadows' kick is good. And there's 7 minutes remaining. And the Hurricanes now going through the motions. They'll be likewise with Salford waiting for the hooter to end this one. It's been a difficult afternoon for them. And once more, I repeat, we're still yet to see an away side score any points today. Just a slight false start, but back underway. The kick swirls. It's going to be brought down by Chimambe. Davidson held at the 40. O'Bairn across to Campbell Gillard. Now breaking into the Midlands half again, it's Meadows. Almost escaped the efforts of two Midlands players, but brought down by a combination of Luke Kirby and by Dickinson. Now Morea. It's a joy to watch when he's in full flow. Now Jimmy Meadows. Davison wrapped up. Midlands will try and escape from their own 10. Held up there was Todd Horner. And wrapped up by 3 at the 20. That's another big hit from Campbell Gillard. This time on Mikey Wood. Dickinson. Held at the 40, inside the Hurricanes half. A little dinked kick forward will come, and it will be the Hurricanes to latch onto it. McGowan out towards the left-hand side with Crimes. Crimes trying to force his way through. It might break here to McGowan, but the referee has already pulled play back. It looked as though for a second the Hurricanes were going to be the first team in 156 minutes of rugby in this away from home to score here at Cherry Red Record Stadium today. Unable to do so. And it remains a shutout for now. And the Broncos grab one more score to match the women's result. I'm not going to do it by doing that because it is Hurricanes possession once more. That will be scrum down with Midlands putting the ball in, and can they grab a consolation here? It's been a long and testing afternoon for them. Broncos will be desperate not to concede. A little bit of afters there, but it's back now to Louise Roberts. And just a few short here, the Hurricanes. Trying a little kick through, and it ricochets out into the goal area and out into touch. Will be a dropout for the London Broncos. And they've got 2.5 minutes to score again if they're going to match the women's result of 66 points to 0. What an emphatic afternoon of rugby here in the capital. Such an important day for Rugby League outside the heartland. Broncos proving they're here to play in both the men's and women's teams as Morea picks up the ball. There is a collision there. Will be Broncos ball still. Gyro Voro towards their own 10. With Tyndall. And brought down there was Elliot Wallace. Regan Campbell Gillard rolls the first tackle. Now Ben Gyro Voro breaks through, and here's the opportunity. It's Gyro Voro. He's got Morea inside. He's going to try and go alone. Gyro Voro is going to go over, and the Broncos have another score. And Gyro Voro has a fourth. And in a remarkable instance of symmetry, should this kick be converted, it will be two identical scorelines between the women's and men's game. 66 points to nil in the women's against Salford, and the men's now up to 64 points to nil in this fabulous Ladies' Day double header at Cherry Red Record Stadium. And the Broncos have run riot on the Hurricanes here. Gyro Voro breaks through, and in the last minute of the game he escapes the tackle of Todd Horner. And it is going to be Sadiq Adibay to take this kick. He's been encouraged by the London crowd. Adibay, it's low, it's no good. So the scores won't be matched then. Sadiq Adibay misses the kick, but the Broncos will not mind. It's been a magnificent day of rugby league in the capital, and it's all smiles between the London Broncos players. They have beaten the Midlands Hurricanes by 64 points to nil, and they raced into an early lead in the opening 20 minutes. 5 tries for the likes of Morea. Gyro Voro got 4. Tyndall got a brace. Hawkins got in on the action. Adibay scored as well. So the London Broncos fans applaud the players after this brilliant day of rugby league action here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium. And to round off the doubleheader, it finished here: London Broncos 64, the Midlands Hurricanes 0.
Make some noise for your player.